Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Verdie. I am a self-taught nail enthusiast and small business owner. On my channel, you'll see DIY videos, haul videos, product reviews, and more. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe. Today I am doing an acrylic set of nails. These nail tips I did purchase off AliExpress. These are the extra long coffin C-curve tips. I know that we've seen them on a lot of channels recently and all over Instagram, so I did want to purchase them and try them. I'm going to apply them using rubber base coat. This is one of my favorite rubber base coats from Eden's Rose. And the reason I'm doing this is because my nail beds are a little flat and these nails are extremely curved. So I want to use that gel base coat to kind of fill in the gap between the nail tip and my nail. So I'm not pressing down too hard. And I don't want to leave any gaps because I don't want to run the risk of getting any greenies or water getting in between or the nails actually popping off. So I also do like to use rubber base coat because I always keep a little bit of product on my nail. So on my natural nails, I do have this rubber base coat. I have a thin layer. So when I remove my nails, I always just file down to that layer. I never have to file down to my natural nails. So the lamp that I'm using to flash cure everything is a lamp I got in a kit a long time ago from XVX. I do know that they sell these on AliExpress. I will look for the link and leave that below if I can find it. What else do I want to say? I am flash curing. I'm doing that for about 10 or 15 seconds. And then once I have all of the nail tips applied, I'm going to go into my regular size lamp and give it a full cure. So after everything's been fully cured, I want to take off some of the length from the thumb. And I'm using my nail tip cutters because they are curved and these tips are extremely curved. You probably can use scissors, but I just wanted to use those because I just figured it'd be easier. So I'm just going to shape the nails. I did on some fingers use bigger tips because if it's between a smaller tip and a bigger tip, you want to go with the bigger tip and then just clean up the shape. You want to make sure that your nails, the nail tip is going to cover your nails sidewall to sidewall. So some of them I did go a little bit bigger, but I'm just cleaning that shape up now, and then I'm going to blend the tips into my natural nail. These tips are a little bit thicker than regular tips, which is fine. It really helps out with how much product you need because you already have a little bit of structure in the tip. And that's me knowing that hindsight's 2020. I did go in a little thick with the acrylic on these and had to do a little bit more filing than I should have. But this is my first time using something that is this curved. So it was kind of like a trial and error. So I'm just going to clean off all the dust. I'm going to dehydrate my nails with Young Nails Swipe, and then I'm going to go in with Young Nails Protein Bond and as the primer, and then just start my acrylic application. So I know a lot of my faithfuls, you guys haven't seen me upload for about a week and a half, and there is a reason for that. There's a couple of changes I want to do to my YouTube channel. I'm working on a little bit of my video editing skills. I did get Final Cut Pro earlier this year, so I kind of want to spend a little bit more time editing my videos and just putting a little bit more work into that. So for a while, I'll only be uploading about once a week. I may pop in from time to time with a bonus video, but I really want to just put more effort into my uploads. So hopefully you guys will be okay with one video a week. I'll make it a little bit longer, a little bit better quality. So hopefully that'll hold you guys over. And then once I get the editing style that I'm looking for, then once it gets easier for me to do, then I'll be able to upload a little bit more. So if anyone uses Final Cut Pro, if anyone's a content creator and you have any good tutorials or anything, definitely send me a DM to my Instagram or leave me a comment down below and let me know who has the good tutorials for Final Cut Pro. So a couple of other things have kind of been going on. And this isn't to sound negative. This is kind of just to give a little insight to a micro influencer, because that's technically what I am, or a smaller content creator. Just a couple of the struggles that we go through. I know there are a lot of ladies on my page that also have their channels, so definitely would love your feedback and thoughts on this. For everyone else, just ignore me for the next couple of minutes. Or even if you're thinking about starting a channel or something like this, this might be something to keep in the back of your mind. So lately, what I've been noticing with my videos is, and even with other smaller content creators, is bigger content creators taking their content or taking their ideas and not giving them credit for. There aren't a lot of things in nails that's brand new. There's only so many techniques you can do. A lot of stuff has been done before, but there are a couple of things that I make a point to say or do in certain videos that I haven't noticed being said or done in a lot of people, on a lot of channels. Let me say it that way. And recently there has been a content creator. She has a larger following than me. I know that she does watch my videos. She's been kind of implementing some of the things that I've been saying, which is totally fine. Definitely, because my channel is more education based than nail design based. So it's more knowledge based. So if I could share knowledge with you and you could take that to your audience, that's dope in my opinion. My problem is there's not a lot of credit given. If I see something, or I don't care who the creator is, if I can source it, I will source it, and I'll definitely give credit. I don't care if that person has 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. And I think that's something that isn't done across this platform, and sometimes it can get a little frustrating. So for the past couple of weeks, I have been a little bit frustrated with the whole thing. I wanted to address it. I went back and forth between addressing it and not addressing it. And I just decided, you know what, let me be transparent and let me just address it, because creating content is very challenging. And then, you know, when someone takes part of your content and doesn't give you credit for it, you have every right to be pissed off. So I say that for everyone. If you are creating content, it is something that can be discouraging, but I know that it's not something that I'm going to let stop me. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I'm not going to call this person out or call people out or anything like that. It's something that's not blatant. It's something that's kind of, you know, small little things. So I'm just going to let it go and just keep on with what I'm doing. But yes, I was a little frustrated about it, and, you know, kind of wanted to take a step back for a couple of days off YouTube. One other thing that's kind of been going on too in the community is these conversations behind MMA monomer. And I'm not going to say the name of the channel or anything like that, but there is a large creator that, you know, has justified the use of MMA. Now, everyone can do whatever they want to do. Everyone can believe what they want to believe, whatever. For me and my channel, I'm not going to show products with MMA. And let's backtrack a little bit. I did receive a kit from someone. I did use their products, but I had one of my subscribers reach out to me and was like, hey girl, there's MMA in there. I soaked it off and this is what happened. So I took that as, okay, well, let me soak it off and see what happens. I soaked it off. It had MMA characteristics. I came back and let everyone know because I'd already put out a video. And I have tried other monomers and I have soaked them off and they have had those characteristics. For me, I choose to share that information with you guys because, like I said, my channel's more knowledge-based, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. So it's really frustrating to see these larger, like huge channels put out this bad information. And it's just like, huh, like what am I doing this for? But at the end of the day, I can only control what I do. I can only control the content that I put out. So, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I have talked before and mentioned before about cheap products versus quality products, and it's stunting your growth and things like that. So for me, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I do not believe that just because a product is cheaper, it's better. I believe that a lot of products that are cheaper are made with some items that are illegal in most states. Not all countries, but just where I'm from in the United States, a lot of these chemicals are illegal in certain forms. So I'm going to do my best to not show those on my channel. And when I am introducing a new monomer, you know, if it's like a cheaper brand or something like that, I am going to test it out. Speaking of which, the monomer that I'm using for this is by Not Polish. It is a EMA monomer. It is a reputable company. It is not a cheap monomer, but I think it's priced well for what it does. Monomer is one of the more expensive things that you do buy. You do use it a lot, but I don't believe we should be going cheap on that. But just the misinformation that is being put out, the misinformation that's put out because there's free products involved. You know, that's another thing that kind of is frustrating to me in my YouTube journey. So all of these three things I've kind of been like, you know, a little frustrated with this week. The first thing though, the editing, that wasn't something that was frustrating. That was like the motivation to keep me going. Like, okay, how can I make my videos better while still doing what I'm doing? But those other two things were really discouraging. So that's kind of why I took a little short break or whatever. And I don't say any of this for you guys to be like, oh, I'm sorry this happened to you. Nothing like that. I'm just saying it because I just want to be real and transparent. And especially to the other content creators that are out there, one thing for sure, like, you will get far using other people's things. You can get far taking other people's ideas, but it's only going to get you so far. And then just when you see someone else's ideas or you see inspiration from someone else, like, it doesn't hurt you or your channel to say where you got the idea from. And if anything, it just makes you more, I guess, what's the correct word I'm looking for? Reliable or trustworthy, just to share your sources. So yeah, that's just a small rant that I went on. Thanks for listening. So let's talk about these nails that I'm almost done with. So these are a challenge that was sent to me by Addicted to Pink Nails. We've been sending each other nails to do every week as a challenge. And these are my glow-in-the-dark baby boomer nails. The white powder I'm using is purple white from Not Polish, and that's the glow-in-the-dark. The nude that I'm using is one of my favorite nudes by them, and that's Nude Panther. And then the clear that I'm encapsulating everything in is from Tones. I believe it's called Glass. I really am kind of torn on this. I love the way that this clear acrylic lays and moves and performs. However, sometimes it gets a lot of bubbles in it. So it's not something that I'll probably be using much more of, but then I feel bad because I bought it. I want to use it all. But like I said, I really like how the acrylic performs. So this is how the nails came out after I did all of my filing and shaping and buffing. And I really like this set, even though it's simple. You guys know me, you know I like a simple set. But I really love the length. I love the shape. I will show you the glow in the dark in a little bit. So here I'm just going to apply some rhinestones to a couple of the nails. The picture that Addicted to Pink Nails sent me, it had like a butterfly design with crystals. She sent this to me because one of the things I said is I want to work on my crystal placement. You guys have heard me say that before. But you guys, I could not get that butterfly because I didn't have the right rhinestones to do it. So the ones I had were just a little bit too long. So I needed like the shorter ones to kind of do the butterfly design. So that's why I ended up just doing random designs on these nails. So I do want to know what you guys think about the design. Not Polish is one of my favorite acrylic brands. If you guys are interested in in trying them out, I do have a discount code, which is in the description box below. I'm also using their diamond gel glue. I think they recently changed the packaging on this, but I did receive this one in a mystery box. And the rhinestones are just from AliExpress. I've had these forever, so I don't even know if the link is still available, but they're the iridescent ones, so they're clear all the way through as well. They don't have a backing to them. So yeah, those were from AliExpress. And then the top coat I'm using is from MAKARTT. Again, MAKARTT, I have a discount code in the description box below. The tips, I know now, like when I go back to do acrylic again or something else on these tips, I've been watching a little bit of videos. I know to apply a little bit less product just to avoid them looking bulky. Like I said, I had to do a lot of filing to get them to look the way that they did because I did go in with too much product. And I know I encapsulated them. I probably filed off all the clear. But definitely I really like the length on these, and these were something I wanted to try. So I just got to do a little bit more practicing with these. And then really quickly, the way that I apply my rhinestones is I apply the gel glue. I do not cure it. I go over immediately and top coat that, and then don't cure it. Place the rhinestones, and then I cure. I know a lot of ladies on YouTube do it this way. I don't know the first person to do it because I see it done a lot. So it's a common way to do it. So hey, I can't give that credit because I'm not really sure who originated it. So this is what everything looks like. I'm going to go ahead and apply my cuticle oil. I'm using the scent Vanilla Sugar. I have 8 cents and an unscented one on my website. I also have sample sizes now on my website. Also, I do want to say that Dap and Dish you guys saw me use, that's available on my website as well. Shameless plugs, but you know, a girl's got to make her money. So I'm just going to rub it in. I rub it into my cuticles. I rub it behind my nails, into my hyponychium. And then with the excess, I just rub it into my skin. You can see that a little bit goes a very long way. So definitely, if you are looking for some cuticle oil, check out my website. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the products that I used, and then I'm going to show you these nails as they transition from regular light, medium light, to complete darkness so you can see the glow. And that's the set. Again, I really like how these came out. I didn't keep them on long because they were really, really long and they were a little bit heavy, but I do really, really like this set. And this was my first time doing Baby Boomer, but it's just an ombre. So I really like how they came out. So again, I used Not Polish and Nude Panther. I used Purple White. To cap everything, I used tones in their color in clear, which is called Glass. And I also used Eden's Rose Rubber Base Coat, MAKARTT's Top Coat, and the cuticle oil I used was in the scent Vanilla Sugar. And then I also used Not Polish's Diamond Gel Glue. One more thing that I did use their monomer as well. So definitely let me know what you guys think of this set below. And this is me in my hallway. It's a little bit dark so you can see the purple glow. And I'm going to go into my closet so you guys can see what it looks like. So there wasn't a lot of light anywhere else because I wanted to get the glow. So the camera really doesn't pick up on how much these glow. But Not Polish really does make some really good glow in the dark acrylic. And it doesn't have to be activated by your lamp. You can just go outside in the sun. And then when you come in, it starts to glow. So you guys, let me know what you think of this set down below. I know I went on a rant. If any of that pertains to you, definitely leave me a comment down below. Would love to have a conversation about it. Make sure that you do give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, your notifications are on, and I will see you guys all back again next week for another video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for spending your time with me.